Maybe you own a business, you pay the bills, you hire the staff, but are you truly leading your business? Today on Proposify Biz Chat, we're talking about the difference between business leaders and business owners. Hi, I'm Jennifer Faulkner from Proposify. And I don't know about you, but I've worked with a lot of business owners, but I haven't worked with a lot of business leaders. And understanding the difference between being a business owner and a business leader can have a big impact on your business, the types of clients that you win, and your team morale overall. So one of the things with being a business owner, anybody can own a business. You have money, you pay the bills, you hire the staff, maybe you work on bringing some clients in, you negotiate the photocopy contract, that sort of thing. But a business leader is somebody who really sets the tone and the vision and motivates the employees and really gives an overall passion to the company. And that is a big difference. Now you need somebody on a business ownership side to do all those things. Those are important things. But you really do need somebody who's driving things from a higher level. So a great analogy about the difference between business ownership and business leadership is one of parenthood. And whether you have kids or not, we all know that there's more to being a parent than just like you put a roof over their head and you put food on the table. You need to teach them about life, you need to motivate them to do better, and you want to give them something to aspire to. So when I talk about business leadership though, I'm not talking about hand-holding your employees and getting them to do what you want them to do. It's really about inspiring everybody to think higher, do better, and to be focused on the direction of the company and where it's going to go. So let's look at some ways that you can be a great business leader. So the biggest thing I already mentioned that a business leader does versus the owner is to set the vision of the company. So I've worked at a lot of places, and if you walked around and asked every different employee what the vision of the company was, they would all have something different to say. And that's a problem. You really need everybody to fully understand what the vision of the company is, what you believe in, where you're going, what you want to accomplish, what your purpose is. And so if everybody has a different interpretation of that, that's a problem. So as a business leader, you need to define what that vision is and then make sure it's articulated well throughout the whole company so that everybody's singing from the same songbook, because that'll make sure everybody's working as a team in the right direction. So the other skill that's important to leaders is motivation. So leaders don't tell people what to do, they motivate them. Your employees don't need another task list or to be told what to do on their to-do list. What they need is to be inspired and empowered to think independently and creatively about what it is that they have to do. It's your job to set expectations about what you want accomplished, but really it should be left to the employee how they do that and what it is, how they get to the end goal. So it's really important that you think about you're not being bossy, you're inspiring people. So the other skill that's really important for business leaders is to be passionate about their company. You need to be the champion for your company, the biggest cheerleader, and spread that among your employees, your clients, and your potential clients, and any of your stakeholders and partners. That kind of enthusiasm is contagious, and it will help motivate everybody. And people want to work with other people who are positive and enthusiastic, whether it's you're trying to recruit new employees or new clients or partners, investors, all that kind of thing. People want to work with people who are passionate and excited about things. If you're lame, that's just going to be like a lead balloon and it's going to spread through the whole company. If you don't show that you care about what's happening with the company, why should anybody else care? So it's really important to be super enthusiastic about what you're doing and where the company's going. So something else I think is really important for a business leader is to connect with their team. So I know there are a lot of bosses who have this weird philosophy about being kind of separate from their employees and not getting to know them on a personal level for some reason. But I think that's a big mistake. Now, I'm not saying you have to be best friends with all your employees. I also don't think that that's necessarily a problem as long as certain boundaries are kept in place. But if you understand your employees on a more personal level, it'll help you understand what motivates them, where their challenges might lie, how they might be performing, and how you can help them perform better. I think it's really important to get to know who your employees are, what they're interested in, what's going on in their personal lives, because it will help you manage them better and figure out what things need to be put into place to help encourage them to do better work. So another important characteristic for good leaders is to be collaborative. So a good leader knows that they don't know everything. That's why they're hiring other people with expertise in different areas. And a good leader listens to that expertise and doesn't let their ego get caught up in taking that advice. One thing is it's important to be confident, but if you let ego get in the way of input from great employees who have different levels of experience and expertise to bring in, that's going to be a detriment to your business. Good leaders know this. I think it's somebody said that Richard Branson hires people based on his own weaknesses, and that is a sign of a really good leader. They know that there are certain things they need help on. They hire people to do that, and they're not threatened by somebody knowing more than they do. And they look at ways that they can work together to produce the best result. Leaders challenge the status quo. It sounds a little cliche, but innovative leaders really are looking at what are new ways to do things. They're not in that situation of being mired down and we've always done it this way, or they're too tired to try something new. It's really important to always be pushing the limits, and that's about being visionary, which we already talked about. So good leaders challenge the status quo. They look for new input. They look at new ways to implement changes, and they're not afraid of change. They're also not afraid of holding on to things that are working, but they're not afraid to test limits and look at new directions to take the company. So the question is, are you the right person for the job? Maybe you're a business owner and you feel like your strengths are in managing all those day-to-day activities and keeping things between the ditches, coordinating the details of the company, and you're not really comfortable with the leadership role. That's okay. Then bring on a partner who can lead the vision, motivate your employees, be a public champion for the company. That can be a great partnership where you fill each other's weaknesses and collaboratively create a great team to drive your company forward. It doesn't mean you have to give up decision-making in your company. You can still be involved. But by having a partner who can lead your company, that can really help produce really successful results. So whether you're a business owner or a business leader, I hope you found this video helpful. And if you'd like to get more great content every week, be sure to subscribe. And thanks for watching Proposify Biz Chat.